You're cutting out a little bit.
Wait.
All right.
There we
All right. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to the 5e D&D campaign, Lost in Paradise. And all our players are here. Well, Drek isn't actually here in the game, but you know what? He'll make it. So, a bit of a recap for everybody. So, last time we played, the group had all, in one way or another, assembled in Seacomber amidst rumors about goblins raiding and harassing nearby towns and cities. So when they arrived, a couple of them were already there ahead of time, but pretty much when they all arrived and were slowly gathering in one point or another in the town, a ship came in, and it was, from all appearances, listing badly and was struggling just to make it into the harbor, and it basically beached itself in one of the I want to say marshy areas of along the river, and that's when a couple of the members, first Prim and Nurle, discovered the ship had been assaulted by goblins and an ogre. The crew describing being, numerous arrows being launched at them with boulders and spears. Lost their main mast, and over half the crew was killed. And that's when the Rods of Justice decided to up the bounty from 100 to 200 gold pieces for any adventurers who want to take care of this issue with these goblin raiders. So they all said, "We'll do it," and took off. The first day, they tried to travel half in a boat, and a couple others by land, and went in for the evening. Landed to camp for the night, and were attacked by skeletons in the wee hours of the night, alerted by, cannot pronounce that name again. Dorian, how you pronounce your character's name again?
Is.
Is. Yeah, well, his familiar caught wind of the skeletons incoming in the wee hours of the night, and the Dragonborn alerted us the party, and they proceeded to fight them off and take them down. Though Cherus was taken down, but with the healing efforts of Nura, brought him back up again. They continue on their trek with no other real counters for another day and a half until in the evening of the 18th day of the month, they encountered and tried to ambush a party of goblins. Well, Eric the Warhorse had none of that and charged forward to proceed to squash one in the pace, and the fight started. Well, it was a one-sided fight because no one in the party got hurt and all the goblins got themselves killed. And one tried to run away, but Prim got a good beat on him, sent out a long-range shot, and just stuck it right between his shoulder blades and took him out. So that's where we're at. The party amongst bodies of goblins and some strange wizard just happened to pop in and talk to a couple of them, and then left in disgust after being insulted by the bard. I want to say, someone wants to say something.
Do we know which direction that goblin was running in?
He was actually running. Give me a second here.
He was running south, wasn't he?
No, it's more northerly. Give me a second here. Okay, I forget. This is silly, but how you do the arrow thing? I forgot how you do that.
It's the circle with the pen thing. It's like the fourth one down on the left side. I mean, you can just hold left click on something and then the arrow draws up.
Thank you. So he did go this way, but was turning around and was heading back that direction when Prim popped up behind him and did like a 400-yard shot into his back. So a couple of you, as you scavenged the coins from the various goblins, noticed that they also had one was carrying a brace of bunnies. At least had about 6 rabbits on a sling, and another one had a number of squirrels. So it looks like these guys might have been hunting.
Oh, so we killed them for possibly no reason.
I don't agree
Fantastic.
because now we have squirrel we can eat.
Meat is back on the menu, boys.
We have a hunter.
Possible it's a hunting party for a larger group of goblins who are now gathered around a nice fire somewhere waiting for their food.
Ah, good point.
Can we maybe track back to the large group?
Prim, you don't have a hard time at all getting basically the general idea where their trail came from.
Yeah, let me see what my I have Natural Explorer. There it is. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. That doesn't. So if we track this excursion party back to the larger group and then start tracking the larger group, I guess we could maybe set up an ambush for the larger group, but that's the one with the ogre in it, so we'll have to definitely prep for that.
We think it's the one with the ogre.
Yeah, by rumor, yeah.
Let's definitely track our way from them.
So that we're gonna do follow this trail back to where they came from.
That's what I vote for, yeah.
I suppose so.
Well, Prim, like I said, you don't have a hard time finding the group traps because they weren't exactly trying to hide themselves. I mean, occasionally, as you're following it, you did see them, stop and pause and maybe hid themselves for catching, some of their targets. Like, you see spots where they caught the squirrels or the rabbits, even found little snares that were set off but not reset. And you follow the trail. I'm gonna say it does go north, but it's more northeasterly, and about a quarter mile away, you do come upon you do see a empty camp, and it's definitely by your experience with them before, Prem. It's definitely a goblin camp, but no fire is lit. The smattering of different little ramshackle tents and lean-tos in the area. You guessed maybe about 8 to 10 different tents / lean-tos. Very disorganized camp.
Are there any weapons left behind?
Well, that's what you see just from distance. You haven't actually entered the camp proper yet.
Oh yeah, okay. And there's no smoke coming off the fire or anything?
Nope, you don't see no smoke or anything.
Sounds like we missed them by quite a bit then. Or they're somewhere else setting up camp or a raiding party. What do we think we ought to do?
I vote we go into the camp and look around. Maybe we can figure something out.
Now I don't know the intelligence of goblins and or the rumored ogre, but are we at all worried about a possible ambush or?
If they find out we're following them, then yeah, they'll probably plan an ambush, but they're not too intelligent. And he kind of gestures around at the camp like they didn't set up any kind of system here.
All right. Well, if everyone wants to, yeah, we could wander into camp. Should we leave the horse tied up out here, or bring it into camp?
Our primary tank? No, we're taking the horse with us.
And at that point, the horse just turns his head and looks at you and gives you the look of "I dare you."
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, I'm not saying in this situation, but in other situations, stealth might trump having a tank.
Well, then tell Anton to actually control his the horse.
Anton isn't proficient in animal handling, is he?
Are you suggesting this horse can be controlled by Anton?
I'm suggesting he needs to learn. I mean, he has it. He bought it. I would presume that he would think to learn how it works.
Anton whips out some sort of manual that the horse seller gave him.
I say we take the horse with us.
I think so too. It's a war horse, isn't it? It's made for war.
It's pretty much the most competent member of our team.
Hey.
We did all just level
Do
up.
we want to station a couple of people outside the perimeter watching as the rest of you walk into the ambush?
Yeah, maybe the least stealthy people.
I'd say probably the most squishy people. The ones with the highest range damage. So probably wizard, maybe sorcerer.
Anyone who's going to stealth, let me know, and I can perform a little blessing, and you will stealth better.
I think I would make logical sense since I can cause some damage from afar and am, as you say, quite squishy.
I am also a stealthy boy that can damage from afar.
I am not stealthy, but I can do damage from afar.
Well, whoever is wanting to stealth into the camp, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Kura, does your stealthy thing take a spell slot?
It's called Blessing of the Trickster. As an action, you can touch a willing creature other than yourself to give it advantage or dexterity on dexterity stealth checks for 1 hour until you use this feature again.
Okay, so I totally biffed my stealth check. Just saying.
So if you guys want, I can hit somebody with this and you can do your stealth check again.
Does it still work if you bless someone after they've already made a stealth check?
I think it would be allowed to slide since I was telling you guys about this as you rolled.
Yes.
In that case, I would very much like that blessing.
Nura waves his hands and says some absolute gibberish and then points at Lonely. So roll again.
I am a boy.
You weren't kidding about that blessing.
My God delivers.
Well, the only one who's not.
Isn't Anton coming with us?
Does the horse have to roll a stealth check?
The horse is not going to try to stealth.
He fails.
So So the Horth and Tortazu both fail.
Dark might have too.
Dark, yeah. Dark isn't exactly quiet. He's quieter than the horse and Cheris, but Lonely and Prim just basically just leave the rest in the dust, and the rest of the party who stayed behind for range just lose track of those two. So since I'm gonna give so Lonely, Prim, Cherish, and Darkslayer, sorry, Anton, what direction you guys heading into the camp? Are y'all going the same direction or what?
I'm going the director's route, just straight in.
I'll skirt around to one side. Not all the way around, but either to the, 90 degrees to the left or the right.
Anton?
Dark. That is definitely Dark trying to talk, and he's definitely static.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. Anton's going to go straight center as well.
And Cherish?
Cheris is going to follow Anton and Lonely.
All right. Well, and Eric the Warhorse is following behind Anton. So the three of you going straight through come out to this haphazard, scattered campsite. Like I said, when you get into the camp itself, there's no one there. Don't encounter any traps. No cook fires. There is some half-eaten food left out. Like looks like maybe a wild pig left on a spit, but it's not over any active fire. And the tents and such amount to about actually more like 12 to 15 different tents and lean-tos. Again, not all that great looking. A couple of them collapsed. And Prim, when you come in from the side, you find an elf body.
Do I know if it's deceased or can I help it at all?
Well, I'm trying to show it in the game, and it's not popping up. Dang it! Did it show up or not? Do you see something called?
Yeah. It's here. Yeah, a little pop-up goblin campsite.
So essentially, it's Elf Boromir.
When you come upon that elf, that's what you see, Prim.
Can I look in the direction that the arrows came? And I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm not gonna yell out to anyone quite yet, but I'm gonna maybe look and see what happened to the body and see where it came from.
Yeah, the campsite.
Does this look like a goblin campsite? Oh, it says, well, not to metagame, but it says goblin campsite at the top.
Yeah, you see it's unorganized. It's sized for goblins. The whole 9 yards. I mean, there's uneaten food left out. It's messily. You kind of at this point in time now you're starting to get a whiff of their usual odor.
Does the elf have a weapon on him/her, them? And then I would like to check the bronze box, see what's in it.
He looks like all his weapons are gone. His armor was ripped off, if he had armor, and is in pieces. Yeah, but that box, it is, because you see it is a bronze box with a bunch of runes worked into it. It is about 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, 6 inches deep. So, the size of a shoebox.
I'm going to leave that where it is for now.
As for the rest, when you look around the camp, no evidence of anybody, any activity. No other. You see standard, mismatched, haphazard, camping stuff. Anton finds a shovel that would, like, you think if he used it once, it might break in half lengthwise.
Can I tell what the arrows were? They like of goblin make, or were they the elf's own arrows, or
Goblin make?
I check first of all whether the half-eaten food, the roast pig, I think you said, is still warm.
Nope, it is. It's probably about maybe an hour or two cold.
All right. In that case, I start going through bedrolls, through tents, through anything I can find, looking for loose change and anything that might be worth anything at all.
No loose change. Nothing of actual value. I mean, value to you. You do find in one tent a small rickety wooden box filled with various crystal beads and marbles.
I take that box. Do I find any what you would call spellcasting ingredients? For example, loose sand, feathers, loose random.
Roll me a perception check. No.
Yeah, I don't find anything. I forget what spellcasting ingredients even are.
Anton, are you doing anything while Lonely is digging around a tent and you see Prim leaning over something next to a tree?
Anton kind of just stares around. He glares towards the elf's body that's lying in the sitting position. But he's not doing anything. He's rather just observing the entire situation.
I'm going to wander into camp and ask Lonely if he has anything to help discern the runes on this box. Tell him about the bronze box I found.
As for Cheris, are you doing anything in particular while you're in camp?
I'm going to go around, look, see if there's any potential dangers. Just check out, try and see if there's any clues as to what happened here or what's going to happen.
Roll me a perception check as well, please. What you looked around, no dangers. It looks like a regular campsite. But you gathered, just by the way things look, you're no ranger, but you could tell that there was definitely a lot more goblins here than what you encountered. Now I'm going to switch out to the outside of the party, and the others who are sitting outside, which will be Ix, Nura, and Garrick. What are you three doing?
Are they within hearing range of me if I mutter something?
I don't think so. I think you guys stayed a little bit of a distance out.
That's what I figured. I mean, Isk is going to go into the camp if it, obviously nothing is there. Would he have heard about the whole rune situation?
I'm gonna give you a chance to possibly catch tail end of that. So roll me a perception, please. Yes, in fact, your sharp Dragonborn ears pretty much caught the entire sentence.
Just to note, I didn't pick up or touch the bronze box once I saw the runes, so it's where it was.
Nira, what about you?
I've been kind of hanging back and peering into the camp and pretty much letting everybody else do the hard work because I'm just I want to make sure they get it done right. I don't want to mess anyone up.
Management material. Um, Isk is. Can I roll an arcane check on that box, or you want to have everybody kind of do their action first?
Well, you came into camp, heard the statement by Prim, so I'll let both you and Lonely, because Lonely clearly sees you walk into camp and look at Prim, so I'll let you two, go for it.
Is it a language I would recognize? Maybe the box, Sylvan Infernal, maybe?
Is neither one of them.
All right, then I will have to make an Arcana check.
Or would it be Arcana, or would it be Intelligence to decipher what language it could be?
That was accidental.
I speak Elven and Dwarven, if that's relevant at
Oh.
all.
You actually recognize them as Dwarven runes.
Ah, okay.
But
can I read? Okay.
But you kind of they kind of look. They you get an idea of maybe someone's name on the box, but that's all it, because it's kind of like it's definitely runic and dwarven in nature, but older than you could possibly figure out. It just seems different from what you're used to.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a lot of languages that use the same alphabet root. So, yeah.
But if Ix and Lonely want to roll Arcana checks, or someone wants to use a spell, we can probably try.
I do have Detect Magic as well.
Do you want to throw that up?
Sure. It's just
You want to ritualize that puppy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as a ritual.
All right. So 10 minutes later, in that 10 minutes time, anybody else want to do something?
Not until he's cast Detect Magic, but then I would very much like to do something, yes.
I'm just chilling around the outside edge, looking in, trying to see if I see anybody with sharp, pointy things that they're ready to fire into the camp.
Well, you turn your head at one point and see the sharp end of a stick sticking out from a tree.
I fall to the ground, but get up quickly and make sure nobody saw me.
Nura saw you. Well, I'm gonna,
Dagger eyes.
well, since Prim and Lonely and Ix are over there, you all are getting the smell of pine in the area. That's kind of like there's no pine trees in the area.
Air freshener.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can we search his body and see if there's something?
Well, while Ix is ritualing casting detect magic, if you two wanted to do perception checks, no, we'll say investigation checks on his body. Wow, lots of twos tonight.
There is a body there.
And too bad I'm doing that because I have a lot of investigation.
Lonely, you're checking the body, and one of the bushes next to the tree seems a little bit weird to you.
I take a closer look at the bush.
Well, you move this bush around, and there is sitting among like on the ground between the tree and the bush is a backpack that looks like it's made of tightly intertwined leaves and vines with strips of bark for the shoulder straps.
I, of course, look into the backpack.
I want you to make me a wisdom roll, not a save, but a roll.
Yep, that was the correct button. Great.
You can't move it.
I can't open it?
That too.
I try to use a mage hand to open it.
Roll another will ability check. I'm sorry, wisdom. I'm mixing up Pathfinder here. Your mage hand successfully opens it up.
Anything interesting inside?
Actually, it looks bigger on the inside.
Really, babe.
There's a whole pine tree in there.
Yes, there's a whole pine tree. You basically see kind of like a weird space with, it looks like a variety of items that are kind of like images of miniaturized, and you see variety of explorer gear.
I keep the backpack. What kind of items are inside it? Like, what kind of items do I see miniaturized in there?
In a second. You see a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 5 days of rations, 2 water skins, some rope, a quiver of arrows, 2 daggers in sheaves, and a cooking pot.
So, standard adventurer's gear. I take everything out of it and lay it in front of the backpack next to the elf, and
Well,
that people can,
when you do that, when you reach for one of the miniature views of the items, let's say the bedroll, when you you kind of reach to grab it with 2 fingers and you pull up, it suddenly becomes regular size outside the bag.
Like I said, I put everything next to the elf, and then I put all my own stuff into the bag and replace my normal bag with the magic, what looks like a bag of holding. I assume it is.
Well, also that smell of pine forest is coming directly from the bag itself.
So I've got a bag with an air freshener now.
And when you pick it up, it's actually weighs less than a normal backpack. See, this also has 2 side pouches on it as well.
Do I have any problems replacing my own backpack with the new magic backpack? Like, does it, because I had to do a wisdom check to even open it?
No. Once you you now are able to pick it up with no problem.
Great. So I've got a magic backpack. How much time do we have left until the
I would say so. Unless somebody else wants to do something, I will speed through it.
Yeah, was someone still checking on the box?
That's what I'm doing right now with the detect magic.
1 second, I'm gonna DM something to Drek real quick.
Ooh, super secret stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a sentient bag. It's going to eat him in 100 days.
You hear a voice say, "Heidi ho, neighbor."
We're gonna reenact Dora the Explorer.
Anton, no swiping.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
I'll do what I want.
All right, 10 minutes pass, and so unless someone else says something, Ix, that box is distinctly magical, and of course the backpack that Lonely just took up.
Awesome.
Now, do me a favor and roll me a new Arcana check, but Arcana check with advantage. Well,
all right.
Way you passed. You figured out what's written on? I'm gonna DM you what's written on the box, and it's like on every side.
Okay.
It says this side up on every side. Does anyone have the identify spell at all? Or have it, I guess, planned in the future or something?
Since we don't know what it is, I'm going to tell everyone to stand back a little bit just in case. And then I'm going to go to a range of 30 feet and use Mage Hand again to open up the box.
What? Wait, the box in which I have not given you guys details on yet. That box?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably
wait,
shouldn't do that.
I thought you said. I thought you said that you didn't get any details.
No, he just DM'd me the details.
Ah, all right. Yeah, good. All right, then I'm going to wait till you give us details.
Thank you.
Oh boy!
I was like, reading this, he then went, "What?" Okay.
X is reading the box and he sees this glowing hand coming towards. He goes, "Oh wait!"
Shoo. Okay. This says that this is Yundin Blackmantle's spare ship. says me rowboat, me raider, Yar, me lockbot.
You've got to say it with the accent, Ix.
I refuse to do that.
You're always no fun.
Can you repeat that?
With the accent.
With or
Yundin.
without?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, Yundin Black Mantle's spare ship, me rowboat, me raider, Yar, me lockbot.
It's Yar.
So it's just a lockbox from a pirate. It's a pirate's lockbox.
Or it's a spare ship.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
it's a spare ship.
So does it magically become a ship if you open it?
I tell everyone to step back 30 feet.
Wait.
We're kind
What
of
a 30.
ignorant.
It's a big
Well,
boat.
yeah,
It's
we're
a
kinda in-
pirate ship.
Yeah. Now, it might be a rowboat. We have no idea.
Yeah, let's put it in a backpack, and then next time we get to water deep enough for a boat, we'll check it.
Big water.
All right. I put it in my handy new backpack, magic backpack.
What happens when you
it's-
shrink something that's shrunken? I wouldn't do that.
It won't fit into the backpack.
Thank God. Don't put something that's magically shrunken into something that magically shrinks things.
Yeah, I'll just keep a hold of
It
it.
weighs more than 80 pounds, or is it?
It's some reason it's not wanting. It's like you try to put in there, and even the backpack shuts.
Thank you, DM.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
But-
Ick, when you lift the box at one point, it's surprisingly light. I mean, it looks like it's made of bronze, but it feels like the weight of a small wooden shoebox.
Well, yeah, he remarks on. He just goes, "Oh, this is surprisingly light," and then he puts it in his backpack.
Why was
That
it
doesn't
left
match
here?
Probably from the elf, I would assume.
Yeah, but if the goblins killed him, why didn't they take his stuff?
Probably couldn't read it. Didn't want to take something potentially dangerous with them that they had no idea what it is.
Yeah, but
Goblins are.
aren't they raiders? Don't they just take everything?
Well,
Yeah.
they might have seen absolutely no use for a box that they, maybe even couldn't open. So they couldn't open the backpack either. So
I don't think by the tracks around the body, they didn't see the backpack, and you saw a lot of footprints around the spot of the box. In fact, if you look closely, you see the tip of a knife, in the dirt.
yeah, so they were
I
probably
take it-
trying to get the box open, and when they couldn't, they just left it.
I take a closer look at the knife.
No, just the tip of a knife.
Like a broken off tip. It's not like
Yeah.
the tip of a knife is sticking out, the rest of a knife is underneath it.
No knife. It was just a broken tip of a knife.
All right, good to know.
Does the elf have anything identifying on him?
Unfortunately, no.
Not a government mandated ID card, a driver's license, a pilot's license, anything.
Oh, jeez.
He has no papers.
He has papers. Yay!
Can we? I don't know what the customs are. I mean, I probably do know what the customs are for elves, but I don't know if we immolate or bury upon death. But I would like to do either of those.
Well, this guy, as you look at him closer, is a moon elf. So probably, I'm not sure. Personally, the DM doesn't know the actual rituals for a sun elf or for a moon elf is, but I'm gonna say they like to be. They generally like to be put on a stand, so they're wrapped where they could be facing the night sky.
Yeah, but we're not going to burn it.
I vote we just leave him where he is.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to attempt to make it as dignified a resting place as possible.
Nura's
Okay.
gonna help him build the stand.
All right, so you're gonna spend about at least an hour doing that. Now, when you came upon the camp itself, to let you know, it is now nighttime. Luckily, all of you can see in the dark, except Eric, who's just sitting there munching on some leaves. You all start to notice that a light breeze is kicked up, and the temperature has got a little bit warmer. Not like suddenly, but it's gradual.
That's weird. It usually gets colder at night, I say to the others.
Roll me a nature check, Prim.
Prim or me?
Prim, since he's from the area. But if you want to roll a nature check, you by all means go for
Yes,
it.
please do. Lonely.
Yeah,
jeez.
awesome.
Yes, this weather is not normal. But yeah, it is, you guess it is about 11 o'clock at night by the time you get that burial stand made.
Should we
I
camp a little
vote
bit
we take a
further
long
out?
rest.
Oh, one thing I did want to ask, are the tents that are set up, do they look like they're set up for one goblin or two? Can we tell how many this camp would have been for?
Roll me a survival check.
Oof.
Is
Prim,
that
I
a-
think you need to take out your dice and blow on him.
Hey, Prim, you guesstimate a whopping 5.
That's more than
10
five
tents, 5
isn't
people?
it?
Yeah, that sounds right.
The scouting or the hunting party alone was 7, so Nora's gonna raise an eyebrow if you say 5.
Well, I will say, so some of the 7 of those goblins could have been from this camp and then another party somewhere else. I can't remember how many the rumors said there were, like 10 to 15 and then an ogre or something.
Well, you didn't see any ogre tracks whatsoever.
Oh.
I think there are more goblins than
I'm gonna say Cherish, when his looking around and studying things, he comes to him, he thinks this held up to about 20 some odd goblins.
Do we see footprint? So the way we came from with this little hunting party, I'm assuming we followed their tracks in. Do we see tracks going anywhere else out of the camp?
I will be nice to you and let you roll again for survival.
Oh, what was my other survival check? Oh,
Natural 1.
oh, that was for checking how many there were.
In the camp itself.
Okay, that's fine. If we want to say it was the natural 1, that's fine. That's fine by me. We can check again in the morning, I guess, or something.
What I'm saying is, I'm letting you roll to see if any left or any other tracks going out of the camp. I'm letting you roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you on the other side, heading south, like towards the direction of the river, you see a larger group leave the camp some hours ago. And it even includes paw prints amongst the mix.
Okay. So do we, to the group now, do we value getting another rest, or do we want to try to catch up with them and ambush them at night, perhaps?
We could catch up with them, but I don't know if we'd be able to catch up with them and plan an ambush all through night.
I think since leveling up essentially has just to meta game for a minute, has the same effect as a long rest, we should all be relatively fresh. So we could theoretically go after them.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking too, but I don't want to override anybody.
And the only one without the ability to see at night anyways, Anton, who would be riding on his horse. And I assume the horse doesn't have dark vision, but the horse, being quite a bit more intelligent than Anton, probably wouldn't be walking into the river or into any gullies or against any trees or anything.
Yeah, I mean, Anton has dark vision.
The horse has dark vision.
No, Anton does. So yeah, Anton can ride the horse anyway.
Wait, I thought Anton was the only one of us who couldn't see in the dark.
No, Eric is.
Yeah, Eric's the only one.
All right. Yeah, then as long as he's able to control his horse, which I'm not too expectant of, we should all be able to navigate well in the dark and hopefully catch the goblins, who I think also have dark vision, but maybe might be bedding down for the night eventually, relatively soon. So we could catch them and maybe even slaughter them in their beds.
Okay.
Doesn't someone have a familiar, like a bird or something?
I have an app.
Would that be able to scout? Is that something it can do?
I can see through its eyes. And it has better vision than I do.
Yeah, maybe we'll start down tracking that path, and then the owl could. You said an owl, right? It cut out a little bit.
Yeah, I have an owl.
Yeah, maybe it could, fly overhead. It is at night, so it shouldn't be a unexpected owl. Then maybe we could see where they are, how far away they are.
Sure. I guess if that's the case, it kind of would probably be taking a short rest, because I think if Isk sees through its eyes, he's pretty much catatonic while he's doing it. So
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you can
that's not
only look through it for like 10 minutes or something anyway, right? There's a time limit.
is there? I wonder. I mean, that would make sense, but I didn't see anything specifically. Hold on.
Anyway, even without the owl, even if you can't use the owl to spy on them, I think it would still be best if we went after them.
Okay, the limitation is 100 feet. If the owl goes 100 feet range, then I can't see through it.
Well, yeah. Let's start heading after them. Keep tracking them.
Okay.
And as we're going, one of my traits is while tracking, you learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. So as we get closer, I may or may not be able to see a decrease in time duration of a gap behind them. We are.
Okay. Now, I can still send the bird ahead, and I can still just communicate with him. But if you want me to actually see what's going on, that's completely different.
I think if we maybe get like 10, 15 minutes away from their position, then maybe we can do that to get a good bird's eye view of their sleeping arrangements or whatever they're doing.
Okay.
So you start following the tracks, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you're following. It's going in kind of a, like I said, a south but easterly direction. In fact, give me a moment. All right. So that's where you guys were left off last time. And then your trek kind of took you off the road for a little bit to get to their campsite. Not that far away, but in that general direction. Then you start heading back. You went that way, and then you start heading back. God, I keep forgetting to push the button. So you're heading along the way, and at one point, I'm gonna say about 3 hours into your trek, you haven't encountered them or anything, but it looks like some of the goblins split off from the main group.
How many?
About 6, but it was 6 on foot. The remainder, the 6 split off and went straight east. The remainder ones heading towards the river. You guess about 5 with 2, like I said, 2 large sets of paws.
So east would be directly towards Selbras.
No, you're north of that position. You haven't gotten back to the road yet.
So the ones going south towards the river may be going back to Zelbras then. And that's where
Yeah.
the siege is, or that's where what we've heard is a siege. Maybe we should pick off those 6 goblins then.
How far ahead of us are they? Like, how much time ahead of us?
Well, you kind of, per your ability, Prem, you thinking that they are anywhere between 6 to 8 hours ahead of you.
Oh, yeesh, we're not going to catch up to that. They're probably already back to Zelbras by now.
Yeah, I vote we just
Catch up to that.
I vote we just go towards Selbras and take care of the infestation in the siege there, and whatever small groups are left to be mopped up later, we don't concern ourselves with that. That's other people's jobs.
What time is it now? Do we know about how far away Zelbras is? Would we be able to make it while it's still dark, or should we camp down and get ready for morning?
You think you're probably still another 12 hours away from Zelbras.
I vote we take a long rest and then continue on to Selbras. No point getting there all tired and sleepy. Long rest, anyone?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Sure.
Alright, then are we gonna prepare some food before we bed down for the rest of the night, or we just each gonna take a ration and then sleep in our rolls?
Yeah, I think we've got a good enough plan for following them in. Yeah, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Do you think we ought to put watch people out, or?
Yeah. I take first watch, I guess, again.
I'll rest the first 4 hours and then take watch for everything after.
Everybody roll me a perception check real quick.
We all suck at everything else, but today we're really perceptive.
Except for Garrick. Okay. never
And
mind.
Cheris.
I
And Cheris.
I accidentally rolled with advantage, so do you want me to re-roll it? Just
Go ahead and re-roll.
and this was perception, correct?
Correct. Okay. The only one caught off guard by what happens is Garrick and Cheris. The rest of you, as you're trying to set up camp, start feeling a vibration below your feet, and then popping up from the ground are a bunch of giant centipedes.
Oh,
So I'm gonna put you up in a map and go from there.
Ew.
Oh, there you are. I was doing research online with Roll20, and it said you should be able to grab a hold of a token and drag it to another map, and I haven't found the way it let me do that yet.
Do you need to have both maps open? So maybe
It,
this means.
it doesn't let you open two maps at once.
Well, then I don't know.
Yeah, the maps are separated on pages, and you have to go from one page to the other. So he's having to go back to where our tokens are on the other page, and select us all, and press copy, and then go to this new page and press paste.
All right. Then while you do that, I am going to take a small, break for a minute. I'll be back.
Yeah, let's take a small break.
Right, like back in 5.
5.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty then. Whoever's ready, you can roll initiative.
Oh, don't forget to click on your token as well when you roll the initiative.
Oh, no, it did.
Ooh, that
Okay. Sorry if I'm late. Family just got lots of presents from the school, and they're all excited.
Aw.
uh-huh.
Sorry, I believe I need to roll initiative.
Would you believe I was prepping a bunch of encounters for today, and this is the only one I didn't fully prep.
As somebody who's DM'd before, that's how it goes.
Yay. Now to put everybody in order.
Well, that just takes one button press.
Oh. All right. So now, out of the entire party, only
I'm not in there. Oh, I see, because I didn't click on my token. It's 14.17.
click on your token now and do that.
It still didn't show up. Oh, there it is at the bottom. It is. Technically I rolled a 14.17 though.
I mean, unless the DM has a rule, if it doesn't show up, then you have to roll again.
We'll go with that. All right. So, like I said, Cheris and Garrick, the only two who didn't really get time to prepare for this, you two are effectively surprised. So this round, you are unable to do anything.
Did Khan cut out?
No, Karn is looking up something. Yeah, so being surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of the combat, and you can't take a reaction until the turn ends. So you two, Garrick and Cheris, are the only ones who can't do anything this round for being surprised. But the first one to go is Giant Centipede number 3. They basically popped out from the ground surrounding you all. All right, one skitters up to you, Prim. Don't you feel special being the first one to try to be bitten? Ooh, yeah, I think he hit you.
What am I at? I had 24. That was on me, right?
Yes.
I am at 9. And poisoned.
Well, you got to
Oh,
roll
hold on.
Constitution.
Constitution save. Nope.
So you take an additional 10 poison damage.
I'm down.
Well, this was a fun fight, guys.
Yeah, he's downed and then poisoned for an hour, and he is paralyzed.
All right, Chairs is surprised. Eric, what is Eric the Warhorse going to do?
So Eric's seeing Giant Centipede 6 in front of him. He's going to charge right towards him, and he's going to use his hooves on it.
Yeah, well, he got it just dead on. I mean, literally just barely got both hooves on it, and he is squish. He is now Bug Pate.
Hey, first Goblin Pate, now Centipede Pate.
Giant Centipede number 8. Skitters up to Cherish. Son of a bitch. Make a Constitution saving throw there, Chairs. Okay, if I'm reading this correctly, if you take no damage from the poison, then you only take 7 from the bite.
Is Chair still up?
You should have more than 7 hit points,
Yeah,
right?
still up.
Healer, just doing a check-in.
Anton, your turn.
Anton's gonna take out his sword in one hand, and he is gonna come over towards this Centipede, Giant Centipede 5, and he's gonna take a slash right at it.
That misses. You bounce your sword off his chitinous armor.
Before you go to the next person, hold on a second.
Okay.
You can make 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, I can use Action Surge.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Anton's gonna use his Action Surge to do another attack.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Nope, you miss worse. Ix, you were about to do something, or you want to do a reaction or something?
Trying to see actually what Chronal Shift is. I would imagine it has to be a reaction. Yeah, as a reaction. I'm gonna give you one more chance. You're going to redo that action search roll.
Alright. Let's try it again.
You hit. And you basically just cut it in half, splat it.
Hey.
Can I verify on the bite attack? On mine, it's was the 10 damage listed on the 5 piercing and 10 poison? Was that 10 poison the optional Constitution saving throw damage? The 3d6?
Hold
Yes.
on. Hold on a second. I'm getting double. I'm hearing everything twice. Why am I hearing myself?
Do you think you have the Twitch stream up?
Yeah. So not trying to metagame too much, but so it should be doing the bite damage as piercing plus the 3d6 poison damage. And if I fail the Constitution saving throw, then I actually take the poison damage.
Yeah, you failed it.
So yeah, which means I should have taken 15 total, but instead I took 15 and then thought I took an extra 10.
Oh yeah, no, you would have just taken the 15.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I am actually still up then.
Oh, good. Well, then you're not poisoned.
I'm at 9. I think am I not still poisoned?
You wouldn't be.
No,
you're
you're-
only poisoned if you fall to the poison damage.
Gotcha. Okay, I am up then at 9 current hit points.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were down.
All right. Sorry, I was fixing my double hearing everything. So what's up?
So the poison damage that was listed on the attack that hit me was apparently the poison damage that I take on a failed save, and so
Yeah.
I did take it, but I actually thought it was 15 damage and then the poison, but it was actually just the 15 damage.
Okay. No, you failed your saving throw versus the poison.
Yes, that's the
He
thing.
counted,
So it'll be
he counted the poison damage twice.
yes. So
Ah.
the piercing damage I take no matter what. If I make my save, then I don't take that 10 poison damage. But if I fail the save, then I take it. So if I made
Right.
the save, I only took 5, and if I failed the save, I took 15. I
Right.
thought it was 15 and then the poison damage again, 10 poison. I still am up with 9 hit points.
All right, that's good. Sorry, I basically what happened was I had Twitch open twice for some reason, and only one was muted. I'm not sure how it happened, but there we go.
So it's figured out.
All right, that was Anton's turn. Nura's turn.
Alright, I'm going to invoke duplicity. There's suddenly an illusion of me standing right in front of Ix that tells Ix to move back. And I believe that's just an action. Yeah, as an action. So I don't think I can do anything else after that.
I'm about to work on it. That's Nurale. Give me a moment, please.
Sure thing, dog.
All right, so yeah, you should be able to. All right, that was your first thing. Anything else for Nura? Yeah, you can still move. Giant centipede number 1. All right, it's going. That one's going after Prim as well.
Did you do anything to anger Karn, Prim, or
No, the dice is apparently rolling well for me, whereas not as much for you guys. So it looks like he hit you for 3, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right.
You take 3. That's it.
Much better.
Can't wait for the next one to now come towards you.
Yeah, look, another
Very
one.
likely, yeah.
Look, one actually missed.
All right.
Hey, Prim, guess what time it is?
Running away time.
Now, if they run away, all 3 of them gets a tax of opportunity on you.
Oh, dang it.
You
yeah.
will go down.
You can, I think, just take a 5-foot step and at least not be around
That's-
all 3.
That's Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Pathfinder.
A potion of healing, does that take a bonus action or a full action?
A regular action.
I'll take a shot at the northmost one.
All right, with your bow or one of your swords?
Actually, first I would like to, as a bonus action, use Hunter's Mark on that top one.
Okay.
And then use the bow.
Now, let you know, if you're firing bow right there, you're at disadvantage shooting at them. But what you want to do then is either as a free action, drop the bow. As a part of a move action, draw one of your swords and stab them. But if you fire your bow, you're at disadvantage.
All 3 of the ones around me have already gone
Yes,
this
they already
turn?
moved.
Hmm. Yeah, then I guess I'll drop the longbow and take one short sword then.
He is squishy
22.
Yay!
That 5 should be the Hunter's Mark.
You did over twice the hit points.
Okay, so 13 total. Okay.
Yeah, they hit hard, but they're squishy.
Hey, Nura, you notice when he draws that short sword, it looks something like it's actually like a inward curving blade that looks something like a claw.
Cool weapon. In the middle of battle is what Nura says.
It should be it for me.
All right, centipede number 6 got squishy 5.
5e.
Lonely, it is your turn.
All right, since I was dropped in the middle of a bush and I cannot actually see anything, I
You're actually in the tree. You managed to jump up into the branches.
I'm gonna move a little out of the tree so I can have any idea where anybody else is. I cannot move my token.
Cool.
What now?
Kind of. I really want there, but thank you. All right. Now that I can see things, I am going to take a crack at a giant centipede number 2 with an Eldritch Blast.
All right, fire away. You kind of missed.
Very much.
In fact, the tip of your finger kind of hurts. No damage, it just kind of hurts.
Well, I am sad, but such is life.
Ix, it is your turn.
All right. Well, Isk was told to move back, and being shocked that there are now 2 Noras, he is actually going to do that.
The horror.
And then he's going to use Magic Missile on Giant Centipede 10, 3, and 2, I believe. 1 each, I guess. I can do that, right?
Yeah, you can. So roll each die separately for me.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, that was my macro. I can.
No. I'll take that. So 3, 4, and 4.
Yeah.
I'll go in order that you told me, which was 10, 3, and 2. You killed 2 of them off.
Hooray!
You by your expert eye, you realize that the potency of your last 2 missiles was exactly what you needed.
Awesome.
Number 7, he's still alive. Skitter over the Cherish. That looks like it bites you there, Cherish. You need to make a Constitution save. You made it. You take only 3. All right. Garrick is being surprised, going, what the hell's going on? I'm guessing. And
Gasp!
yeah, there you go. Gasp. Number 2 is dead. Let's see. Number 9. Oh, he's going to try to bite the horse.
How?
Is today the day?
No, misses the horse completely. A centipede comes up behind you, Lonely, and tries to bite you. Looks like he bit you. Right on the back of your calf.
Uh,
And he makes a save. So you only take 3. Back to the top of the order. Now, Cheris and Garrett can do stuff this round. Let's see. Giant centipede number 3 is dead. So, Cheris, it is your turn, bud. What are you going to do?
Cheris yells out to the group to not touch the 2 centipedes as he casts Animal Friendship.
Oh my.
They need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Looks like you can only target one of them.
Okay. So I'll target the centipede number 8.
What's your DC?
12.
He just barely passed it.
Cheris gives a shocked look on his face and whispers, "Darn it."
Eric's turn. He's not happy about centipede number 9 trying to bite him.
Yeah, Eric's really not happy. So now Eric, looking at centipede number 9, is going to go straight for him with his hooves.
He gets squishy-fied.
That's what you get.
Centipede number 8 kind of gives a bewildered expression at Cheris and decides, I'm going to try and bite you now. And really misses. So he's kind of confused by what you're trying to do to him, and it kind of threw him off. Anton's turn.
Anton's gonna walk over here. Oh. Oh, okay. And he's gonna go and slash centipede number 4.
You hit him. And he's smush. You have strips a la giant centipede.
Oh, how nice.
All right, your turn.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, move my duplicate over here. And since I'm using my own senses, I can see centipede, whatever number is beside 8 and 8. I'm going to use my breath weapon from my copy. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it has to be spells, not your breath weapon.
That's fine. Let me not move him then and move myself.
No problem.
I can't move myself. But I guess those are trees. I really can't tell. All you see are black lines coming up.
Probably all the low hanging branches and whatnot.
Okay, I'm gonna move Neuralay there then. I now can't see. Hold on. Okay, I used my bonus action to move the Nura image there and then move Neuralay there. Nura is going to use his breath weapon in a straight line to hit these two centipedes, and he gets advantage. I don't think that advantage counts though, because you're just making a saving throw.
Yeah, there. What's a dex save?
Hold on, let me get the actual thing up. There we go. And I think, yes, it is a dex save. My DC is 12.
Well, 7 failed. And 8 failed. They both failed. So 12. They're both crispy critters. You have charbroiled giant centipede on the menu.
So what Chera saw was Neuralay just open his mouth and a fucking bolt of lightning streaked across both centipedes, and they were just charred mounds of nothing.
No pet, surely.
Hee hee.
All right, Centipede 10, which is seriously hurt, decides to skitter away. So, Prim, if you so wish, you can get an opportunity attack on that guy.
Prim always with the killing blows on enemies.
And not that time.
Does not hit.
Bummer.
Thanks a lot.
Prim, conveniently enough, it's your turn.
I don't actually see anything that's alive. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take a potion.
All right, so go ahead and roll that.
2d4 plus 2. So 6.
Lonely, your turn.
All right, let me just.
Sorry, if I can still see that centipede wherever it is, could I move my hunter's mark over to it? The one that was running away?
I can see the one that's running away, and I am going to Eldritch Blast it.
Hold on a second. No, Prim, no, you can't, from where you are, if you can't see it on the map, you can't see it. You probably have to move it in the direction it ran.
Okay. Never mind.
I accidentally cast that with a disadvantage, I think, or advantage. I don't know, because it's apparently the same button as push to talk. So do either 18 or 20 hit?
Yes, they both do, and he had 1 hit point left, so he kind of exploded.
Great. the best of all possible worlds.
And that's it. I think they're all dead.
Once again, I had a wonderful battle there.
Yeah.
Did you? Were you able to do anything?
Yes, I gasped.
You're not hurt.
I'm not complaining one bit.
Feel free to thank whoever protected you, by the way.
Thank you, Eric.
Wow, okay.
Alright, so I figure we go back to the long rest we were having, right? Because now we do actually have to get some spell slots back and maybe heal a little bit. What time is it about? Is it
We'll say about 3 in the morning.
alright? So I figure we got enough time to do the long rest.
Everybody earned 50 experience points from that.
Only 50 for saving all of these. Yikes.
Alright, is it still my watch?
Sure.
Because I would like to get a little sleep and recover those 3.
Anton can take the watch then, because he's not being hit at all.
Well, if you want to do a long rest, you have to do it for a full 8 hours. So if it's 3 in the morning now, you guys are camped until 11 o'clock a.m.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. If we camp until 11 o'clock and we're still about 12 hours away from the thing, we'll get there about midnight, which is perfect for middle of the night sneak attack on the
Oh my god.
sleeping camp.
Oh, for
Is-
them. I thought you meant for us.
Well,
Is-
we sneak attack them, obviously.
We'll do a ritual of alarm, since apparently there's bugs everywhere.
I mean, it's like you know how whales don't come back to the beach where like Icelandic and Greenlandic people slaughtered the whales. It's like that. I'm imagining now that we've slaughtered 9 of those centipedes. They're not gonna be very interested in coming back anytime soon.
You'll have to tell me one day about your adventures in this Greenland and Iceland. I don't know these lands.
Well, obviously, one is green and one is icy.
I didn't ask you, Isk.
They're actually not. They're the exact other way around.
See?
I know.
Anyway, I figure, yeah, sleep, long rest.
Ritual takes me a minute and doesn't hurt my spell list, so
All right. Well, you guys, nothing else happened for the rest of the morning. By let's see, whoever's awake, say about 7 or 8 a.m., the breeze that was going through has kind of upped its ante to become more moderate, a moderate breeze, and it's gotten a little bit hotter, more like into the 80s for the day.
Fahrenheit, guys, Fahrenheit.
Ugh.
I have a question. If Ix has an alarm ritual that doesn't cost him a spell slot, why do I keep taking Why do I keep staying awake for hours on end to keep a lookout?
You still want
Isn't
to.
funny.
Also, I kind of forgot. But you still want to keep a lookout.
Yeah, because this wakes you up, and you're still gonna wake up kind of groggy, and there's a chance that you can still be ambushed. Whereas, if you're staying awake, you might perceive something and be able to actually avoid a conflict that way.
We are never going to be able to avoid a conflict.
Well, not with Eric in the party, no.
The
Feisty fella.
horse just snorts happily.
Have we taken the long rest then?
Yes, it is now effectively 11 in the morning. Do anybody take time to make food, or you guys eat trail rations?
Might as well take a little while to prepare food, right? I mean, it's already basically noon anyway. That extra hour isn't gonna hurt us.
Yeah.
There's a long march ahead, so it makes sense.
Who's cooking?
Primus,
I will.
designated.
Is Ix going to help him again?
Well, yeah, it's going to help.
That's fine. You can if you want.
Well, I mean, if I wasn't going to do it, I was expecting someone to help me anyway, so it doesn't matter who does what.
Okay.
If Ix does the cooking, I'm going to say performance roll, but you have an advantage. If Prim does the cooking, he has survival roll with advantage.
Well, I'm guessing your survival is better than my performance, so
+5.
yeah, I 0. Or it's certainly not +5. Yeah, +2.
Well, you use the last of the venison and some wild sweet potatoes and other various items to make a wonderful late breakfast, early lunch. All right, everybody's Prim, you should be fully healed now from a long rest. Same thing with Lonely. And you guys continue to trek now. Which way are you following? You going with the 6 that branched off to the east, or are you continuing towards the river where the 5 with the large paw prints are going?
Just one question. Would I be healed too?
Everybody who took a long rest is fully healed.
Oh, okay.
I vote we go towards the besieged town.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm fine with the march. Let's go.
Okay. Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so you finally, after a few hours of trekking, you finally get back onto the main trail at about there. You don't see, you do actually, you are walking along the river right now. You don't see the town as of yet, but you do see in the far distance a faint column of smoke, maybe a couple. You're not too sure because of the distance. As you're trekking along, like I said, it is, like I said, it's in the mid to high 80s Fahrenheit, with a moderate breeze blowing across, coming from the mountains to the from the east, and but it's still no cloud cover. It's pretty bright and sunny. just after about you hit the road, maybe about a couple hours later after hitting onto the road, you round a bend and a pair of horses are charging you. Just horses.
Is Eric charging the back?
Actually, Eric just kind of stops for a moment and looks, and between the two horses looks like some kind of brace, like those things you see when the horses are attached to a wagon, and they're running past you. And around the corner, suddenly pops into view a goblin on a warg.
Oh shit.
Time to have fun.
I Eldritch Blast the goblin. Actually, I Eldritch Blast the warg that a goblin is riding on.
Roll the hit.
Booyah.
Yep, you hit him dead on. You pretty much looks like you hurt him. They immediately turn right around and scramble back around that curve along the route. What do you all do?
I run after them.
Oh god.
That is not a good plan.
Too
I-
late. Unless somebody stops him.
No, stop! Don't.
Jeez.
What are you doing, Prim?
How far away are they?
We're talking like it was like about 100 feet, but he just went right around right back around the bend and out of view.
I guess I'll follow Lonely.
Okay, Ix, what are you doing?
Seems like a terrible idea to follow them.
That's why we should do it.
I mean, it's also a bad idea just to let him go alone, too.
Yeah. He follows, but he's not like charging
Rushing?
or anything. Yeah, like he wants to be cautious about this.
You are the most cowardly fighter in the world.
I'm a wizard, so yes, I am a cowardly fighter.
All right, then.
Hold on.
Right.
Nura, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow everyone else's movements. I'm actually kind of with Isk. I'm not. I'm opposite of Isk, but I'm also doing whatever he does while obviously not doing what he does because I would never do what he actually does.
Anton, what are you doing?
Anton's gonna get on Eric, and he's gonna draw a sword, and he's gonna advance with Lonely up.
Okay. Cheris, what are you doing?
Cheris is going to follow Lonely, but try and not go too fast as to if he needs to stop and then regroup.
And Garrick, what are you doing?
I assume there's cover on the side of the road, like forest, trees, stuff like that.
Bush in there, plus a river on one side.
I'm gonna go off to the side where there's a little bit of cover and advance, but cautiously.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not being cautious at all. I run full speed.
Oh, I think we got that.
So.
All right. So, give me a moment here.
So nice weather we're having here. No one? No small talk? Bunch of stiffs.
it's the middle of the night here, so the weather is,
Yeah. It is calm here.
That's some beautiful dragon skin you have there, Nura.
The most beautiful dragon skin you will ever see in your entire life.
It's kind of rude. I'm right here.
Who's right here?
Isk, I figure you already knew that yours was beautiful, so I just wanted to, help Nura feel good.
That's
Ugh.
true. Thank
Keep
you.
your appreciation out of here, please. Oh, what a cute animal.
Yeah, go pet it.
Maybe I will.
Anton, were you having Eric keep pace with Lonely? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
All right, that's the scene you see.
I assume the walk 1 is the one that I hit.
Yes. Let me clear the board real quick. All right, start rolling initiative. Oh, you 4 up front. Well, primarily Prim, um, Anton, and Lonely. You're hearing screams up ahead, and occasional men shouts, and a elderly voice saying, "Get off here! Get off here!" And a bunch of goblins laughing and basically just carrying on like a bunch of idiots. Further down the road.
What a pretty sight.
Is Lowen even going to get a turn in combat this entire thing?
I would just like to point out that it's a brilliant initiative roll that I just had there.
It's not like mine is much better.
Sorry for rolling twice, but the first one wasn't selected.
You realize if I get an offensive shot in here, the pent up rage within me is gonna just come out with something crazy.
From the last 3 battles.
Cherish, you're first.
I'm going to. Cheris is going to run up a little bit further. And is going to try and cast. And whispers.
On who?
On the goblin on the warg.
All right. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. I think he kind of failed.
So that's 4d6, right? If it's at a higher level.
If you cast it at second level or higher, but you can only cast first level spells right now, so it's 3d. When it says they get higher level spell slot, that means when you have higher additional, you're able to cast second, third, and fourth, and so forth. You'll have separate spell slots for those levels. So let's say you're at high enough level to cast a fourth level spell, you can use a fourth level spell slot to cast that spell, and it will increase the damage dramatically.
So I think that's 8 damage then.
8 damage.
If that.
Well, he grabs his head, screams, and slumps over the back of the warg.
Oh.
I think you killed it.
From where you're at, you could see. I'm sorry. I apologize, Nura. From where you could be at, you could see basically blood running out of his ears and mouth.
Cheris is a little.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cherish.
Cheris is a little startled by the blood, but then starts to get a grin on his face as he realizes what he did.
Well, Ix, it is yours turn.
Here's you stole my thunder, by the way. That was going to be my big kaboom.
Dorian?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my turn? I apologize.
Yes, it is, sir.
I looked at the thing that it didn't show. Okay. Let's see. I am going to use frostbite. That reach. Would reach first. Yeah, I am going to attempt to use frostbite on the warg. So the warg needs to make a Constitution save.
Yeah, it failed.
All right, so 2 damage. Not really at the point of frostbite anyway. The important part is that it has disadvantage on its next attack,
Alrighty.
and
Do you
that
want to
will
move?
be it.
You want to move forward at all, or stay put?
Uh, yeah, there, I think. And I believe that'll be the end of my turn.
Hear a yell of pain from up ahead, from those of you up front. Anton, your turn.
Anton's gonna get off Eric and he's gonna walk over towards the warg. And with his sword, he's going to try and decapitate the warg.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, you hit him. And he is still alive.
No.
Number 5 is dead.
Alright, Prim mapping out his entire next 6 minutes.
Prim really getting all the tactics out.
You obviously looks like you might see a yeah, it looks like Lonely and Prim at least can see a warg down the road, and it kind of growls at the bunch of you, and then Goblin kind of like looks up, looks surprised, like, and then squeals and says something in Goblin to some off to the side. And it is Eric the Warhorse's turn.
Oh, hello, Eric. Yeah, I mean, Eric's gonna, come up where Anton is, and he's gonna try and use his hooves against the warg.
And that kills him off finally.
Finally.
It howls in pain and says something in Goblin.
Does anybody know Goblin?
Nura's turn.
Okay, I can't see Warg 2, so hold on just a second. I'll move up just a little bit. Despite what it looks like, I am not moving next to Isk.
Shame. You two could work really well together.
OOC, that's what we think too, but...
Maybe one day.
Does a 19 hit? On Warg 2.
I believe it does.
13 radiant damage.
He does not like that. So Nira basically steps forward a little bit, says something in an arcane tongue, and a shining bolt streaks out and he smacks the warg, and he's now kind of glowing. Prim, your turn.
I'm going to take a shot at Goblin 2, the one at the south of the wagon.
Yeah, he let you know he's currently facing, looks like the driver of that wagon, trying to hack at him with his scimitar.
Yeah. And he hasn't gone yet in turn order, right? Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action to Hunter's Mark that one. And fire a longbow shot at it.
Ooh.
Should be with advantage, too, if it hasn't gone in turn order.
Yeah, that's correct.
$13 damage.
He dies as you pin him to the spokes of the wheel. Never sure what even hit him.
That should be my turn then.
Goblin 1 kind of like turns around and sees you all, and right at that moment, the old man on the corner, that right there, starts bonking him on the head repeatedly with his staff. And have you ever seen those cartoons where someone gets hit in the head repeatedly and their facial expression keeps changing? That's what you're kind of seeing.
Oh, I knew old people are useful.
At that point, the goblin kind of, runs away from him.
Oh, come at me, bro.
And well, heck, he's like, you see him stop for a moment, think about whether or not to take out a short bow or draw a scimitar, and says, and this screams bloody murder. Charging you all.
Excuse me, bro. What the hell?
Screaming bloody murder. All right. Goblin 2. Goblin 3. Drops his scimitar and pulls out his short bow and fires at one of you. The biggest target closest he could see is going to be Eric.
It's okay, stand firm, Eric.
He missed. Lonely's turn.
All right, I take a hit at the second warg, Eldritch Blast, of course.
All right, roll the hit. You miss.
Yeah.
You want to move any?
Now I'm gonna stick where I am.
Eric, your turn, sir. You might actually get to do something.
I think I'm gonna dissonant whisper Goblin 1.
All right, so he needs to make a save. I think he kind of failed.
Oh shit.
Yep. He suddenly squeals, grabs his head, and falls over dead.
I did a thing!
Yay!
Cherish, your turn, sir.
Don't forget, if someone hits Warg 2, they get advantage before my turn.
Thank you.
Does that count for spell attacks as well? That Lonely just did?
Oh, yeah, he should have rolled an advantage. My apologies. Roll again,
Hey.
Lonely.
Haha.
Exactly the same.
Good try.
Oh, that was kind of funny. Sorry. Cherish, your turn.
One second, sorry. Curse will cast Vicious Mockery at... Oh, wait. I think all of them are too far. So he'll go up to here. And...
Still too far.
So I think Chairs will... Chairs will... cast... Can I move up further?
How many feet have you moved up so far?
20.
You can move up to max of 30, so you got 2 more squares you can move.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if that's enough.
Yes on the warg, no on anybody else. Unless you want to target one of the people in the wagon.
I'll hit the warg with Vicious Mocker, or because I don't think any spell can hit. I think Dissonant Whispers is the only one that can reach 30 feet. So, or 60 feet.
Vicious Mockery is 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Then Vicious Mockery.
What's the insult for that warg?
You look like my mother's cow.
What?
Pretty good.
Well, clearly he did not care for it. Roll damage.
That joke was an utter failure.
Silence.
Well, maybe he can milk it out later on.
Oh my god.
One damage.
And disadvantage on its attack rolls.
Anything else that round, Cherish?
No.
Ix, it is your turn, sir.
Quick question first. Am I in Ix and Nura's line of sight? Like, can they see me from where they're at? I assume yes, off to the peripheral.
Ix reaches out, pats you on the shoulder, saying, "Yes, I can see you."
Okay, the only reason I ask is because they probably see weird motes of light dancing around me right now.
And, day in the life. Yeah, it definitely sees that, but that'll probably a little more important right now. Looks like I'm gonna have to go pretty far up to get into any kind of combat. So I'll go my full 30 feet and then see what I can catch. I guess I'll use a magic missile on. Looks like it should be able to hit all three: Goblin 3, Warp 2, and Goblin 4.
Yeah, they're all within 120 feet.
Yeah. Can I use the macro, or would you like me to?
Well, just say in what's the target order first?
Goblin 3, Warp 2, Goblin 4.
All right, then go ahead and do your macro. All right, so all right, they're all still alive. Looking a little worse for wear. Goblin 4, didn't like that, and he's gonna try and shoot his short bow right back at you.
Oh no, Ix duck.
I'm gonna guess that hits. But it's gonna re-roll.
What's the range of your little ability?
Oh yeah, it might have a range. Hold
Within 30 feet. So
Okay, never mind. That's 13. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, shield isn't gonna cover that either, so guess I'm gonna just have to take the hit.
ouchie.
And that's 7 damage, correct?
Correct. I hit one button and it made me leave the game.
Ooh.
Ah, wonder.
All right, Anton's turn.
Hold on. Anton's just gonna walk over these, the warg, the goblin. He's gonna keep walking up, and then he's just gonna.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
If you're walking over the bodies, it takes up it's half movement. So basically, 1 square would be 10 feet.
oh, okay. Hold on, so that means I need to pull him back to here then. Okay, Anton can just stand there.
That's 25 right there. So if you can move 1 more square forward.
There we go.
You were like, I am gonna walk normally over the dead bodies.
They're just not present anyway.
Now, since you're not doing anything else, I'm guessing you're not doing any range. You can go ahead and hold your action, and if anything comes up to you, you can smack it with your sword.
That works with me. I'm gonna hold my action.
Warg 2. And I close down all my freaking deals.
Oof.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Doesn't quite reach you.
Thank goodness.
And he does not have reach, so
Eric will get advantage if he attacks that warg.
no, because remember, Lonely had that. Oh,
It's effective until my turn.
Well, Eric's gonna have trampling charge anyway.
Through all those dead bodies and both of you?
Yeah, because he can go 60. Oh, hold on. He can go 60.
Can he trample through all of you guys though?
Well, let me see. I think he has to do his hooves attack and then he can do a trample. Or he can then do it again if the target goes prone.
so the warg gets up there and just kind of he does he kind of like braces himself. Looks like. Eric, it is the horse's turn.
Yeah, so Eric's is gonna come up now. I don't want to put Eric in a spot that obstructs people. He's gonna come up here. Oh, this is awkward. And he's gonna end up there.
All right. As soon as he reaches the point where he's crushing Goblin number 1's body, the warg reaches out to try and bite him.
What the hell?
He had a ready to action.
What a dumb little warg.
But he misses.
Sad. Okay, well, Alex is going to use his hooves against the warg then.
And this is what happens. The warg snaps at him, misses Eric as he nimbly canters past the warg and rears up, brings his hooves down, and basically snaps the warg's neck.
Ooh, better luck next time, mate.
Did what Ann couldn't.
Nurale's turn. You see that goblin on the back of the warg looking kind of In a pickle.
Okay, well, I'll leave him to his pickle. This tastes good. Taking a 5-foot step forward and guiding bolt on Goblin 3.
Okay, roll the hit. He dies. He glows briefly and then kind of explodes.
Yeah.
In a kind of bloody golden shower.
Right. Well,
Tracy?
Prim, it is your turn.
Bonus action to move Hunter's Mark over to Goblin 4, and then hit it with a longbow. $13 to hit.
Misses him.
All right, that's my action.
It goes to Goblin 1, who I think is dead. Goblin 3 just exploded. It is Lonely's turn.
You know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's currently 10:15 for me.
Eldritch Blast time.
Okay. I thought it was
Ooh, that
hammer
was
time.
hefty.
It's never hammer time. Hammer time ran out in the late 1990s.
Listen, don't tell my dad that.
Your dad is an MC Hammer fan?
Yes, of course he is. He's also a Vanilla
Actually-
Ice fan.
Actually, I'm a MC Hammer fan too.
I saw MC Hammer live once on a stage at the Mobile Bay Fest, but not a main stage. It was like tucked into a side street, and there were 5 people standing in front of it, and he was doing the hammer dance on stage, and it was amazing.
See? You're a fan too.
I am a fan of that one time MC Hammer did a hammer dance right in front of me. Yes.
Well, you blew out his you blow a hole in his chest. He looks in surprise and slumps over dead.
I don't know why he was surprised, because all his fellows are dead.
We should check on the people in the wagon.
Yes, you
And
should.
you're
No, we shouldn't.
effectively out of combat.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah, Lonely
da.
walks to the. What is that? That's not a carriage. That's just
It's an open wagon.
a wagon. Yeah. Lonely walks to the wagon and talks to the old guy who was hitting the goblin.
You recognize him,
Where do I recognize him from?
Alistair.
Wait, let me open my notes. I say hello to Alistair. Old. All right. I explain to the others that I say to the others, "Hey, this guy, I escorted him before I met you all from some place to some other place, and he was really cool and paid well. So, hey, Alistair."
He looks over. He adjusts his glasses. Ah, Lonely, my boy. It is good to see you, and clearly save the day with your companions once again.
He's loud.
I am not loud. I am talking exactly as I should be.
Oh, God.
I ask, "What are you doing here? Didn't I escort you to? Didn't I escort you to deep?
Yes, but I took a trip back to Loudwater to pick up a few more things, and that's when all the goblin problems started. And I'm here with this group of family who you see all huddled together on the back of the wagon. We decided that it was time to leave because it was getting worse. Apparently, people are going missing from the town. And the one person at the front of the wagon who's treating a wounded person says, and we couldn't get no help from Zelboss too.
I explained. Yeah, we were hired by the Rods of Justice in Sarcomber to take care of that goblin infestation. So, can you tell us anything about how it's looking there?
In the meantime, what is everybody else doing? Looks like Prim is clearly searching all the bodies.
Iska is on the ground in terrible pain because he was shot.
Get over it.
Yeah, I'd like to help the people out as much as possible as well, but I also have to go right after this little bit.
Okay, then we can go ahead and after this little bit end it for this weekend because it's been about close to 2 hours.
Nura will go over and attend to Ix's injury, pull the bolt out or whatever.
It's a nasty looking goblin arrow.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna pull out the nasty looking goblin arrow and staunch the blood flow or something icky like that.
Are you gonna do a spell or are you gonna do a medicine check?
Medicine check. I ain't wasting a spell on him.
Well, roll a medicine check. In the meantime, Anton, what are you doing?
Anton's just gonna walk to the. He's just gonna walk past this open carriage and stop and just sit down with Eric.
Okay, Rahatsu.
I'm going to walk up to the wagon and see if I can help in any way.
Well, there is a guy, looks like the driver. He looks seriously, no, not him. That guy in the back corner looks like he's seriously hurt.
I'm going to can I cast Healing Hands on
Yeah, you can use
the driver?
You can use it on anybody. Yeah, the guy that's injured. Yeah.
I'm going to use my Healing Hands on the driver, which should heal him 2 points.
He looks better. He's not fully healed, but he definitely looks better, and he's he thanks you profusely.
I just don't take another point of damage. Like, such a bad job.
Bitch.
Garrick, what are you doing as you see Nura yank an arrow out of Ix and does a rather kind of rough job at it?
I'm listening closely to the conversation between Lonely and the old man because I'm just a suspicious type generally, and I'm just suspicious.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I
Well,
thought you were supposed to be good at this.
I thought you were supposed to dodge.
Who dodges arrows? I'm a wizard. There's-
Isn't the entire point of being a wizard standing back far enough that other people can't hit you?
I was
You
hit
didn't
by an
die.
arrow.
If you
There's
want
no
to practice
standing
being a
back far
pincushion,
enough.
it's fine.
I can't exactly stand back far enough to not get hit by an arrow.
He's better at bitching than he is at dodging arrows, in other words.
Obviously, I am. I think that's been made very clear.
Yeah, because you won't shut up about it.
I'm agreeing because I've been shot.
Don't get shot next time.
Find a room.
What?
How dare you?
Okay. Well, the lady next to the driver also adds in. Yes. When we were driving by Zelbos, we saw no one on the docks and no one responded to our calls. It was just and it looked. I don't know what kind of it just looks bad. Smoke rising, and that's when these goblins just came out of the woods and started chasing us. We were trying to get away from them. And the old man just nods and says, yes, it was a bad thing. I mean, I threw some spells to discourage them, and it didn't quite work. They were rather persistent little buggers. But yeah, the woman also says, yes, it's it's getting bad in Loudwater too. I mean, the town's has been raided, and now people are starting to go missing, whole families and such.
Wait, the town has already been raided? I thought it was still under siege.
Now, Zelbras has completely walled itself off. Loudwater is being raided off and on, and people are going missing in Loudwater. That's why we left.
Ah, all right. Thank you for clearing up my confusion. All right.
Also, it has been like a week and a half or so since we heard that, too.
Haven't happened to see any ogres, have you?
They all pale at that point. No, there's ogres in the area?
Just a casual question.
And the girl in the pink is a little girl, as a young girl, starts crying like, "There's ogres! They're gonna eat me!"
You'll be fine, little girl.
I mean,
But now
maybe not.
now we're not sure how we get back to Seacumber because our horses are gone.
How old is she?
The little girl is probably about 11 or 12.
We're right next to the river, right?
Yes.
I vote we try the boat shoebox thing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe they can take that boat back to Seacomber. Only as a, only lending it to them. It's not like a present.
Al says, "No worries. I'll get back to you in a quick snap of the fingers."
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Let me see this box you're talking about.
This takes out the box.
You still look hurt, you young Dragonborn.
Yeah, he takes out the box. He's still on the ground. You guys can figure out how to get it to him.
Oh yeah, so he's still way over there. So
I take the box over to Alistair.
Yes, I'm in terrible pain because I was shot.
I ignore him, but I take the box to Alistair.
Poor Isk.
I don't understand why people are shocked by this.
Okay. Well, Ix also might remember that he has some potions of healing.
he has one potion of healing.
So Lonely brings the box over to Alistair, and he looks at it. Oh. He goes, you the Black Mantles. I wonder how he got away from all those times. Oh, this guy was a dwarven pirate way back in the old days on the Sea of Fallen Stars. So, let's see. The front side here is just makes it a lid for a simple box. On the other side, he turns to one side where it says "Me Rowboat." He had such a way with words. It basically, when you hold onto the box and at the water or wherever you're at, it turns into a rowboat. But if you go to the side that faces you that says "Me Raider," it turns to a large ship. And then the other side, where again his originality with words, and he says it with a sarcastic look on his face, "Yar me lockbox." It goes back to well, no, you can't be the box. It won't be the box form of the ship. Hold on. So if you do, somewhere on the ship at one point, you find a plaque that says "Yar me lockbox." It changes back to a box.
Great. I vote we lend the ship to that group of people. Lend.
The guy who was injured says, I know how to sail boats. I can get us there. If you just do a rowboat, I could definitely get us there.
Don't like giving up magical items.
Is the rowboat going to be big enough for all of them and their stuff? We're not giving up the magical item. We're just lending it to them for a short while. It's not like we're going to need it.
I gotta head out. I have a crying kid.
Bye.
I have to go. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
There is a crying.
There is a crying kid.
Well, we'll wrap this up real quick. Basically, when you go to the water and say the first one, "Me Rowboat," it turns into a 10-foot long, 4-foot wide, 2 feet deep boat. Has one pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, and a lantine sail, and can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. But with a child, they can make do. And the gentleman says, "I can definitely handle that, no problem."
All right, I vote we lend it to them and tell them to just
Don't worry, I'll take it. I'll take care of it. I'll get it back to you with a snap of the fingers.
Right. We'll see you in Seacombe when we come back to, finish our little thing, and we'll see you then there, and we'll have a pint at the pub, and you'll give it back to me.
No problem, lonely child. No problem, boy. We'll take care of it. And looks at X. X, don't worry. I'll get your precious boat back to you. Here, he snaps his finger, and a rich red bottle pops in your lap in front of you.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I was fine with it. It was just
Drink
giving up a magical item.
Drink the potion.
It's not like we're gonna need a boat taking out a bunch of goblins in a town.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Are not exactly seafarers. So if we can buy ourselves some goodwill with these good townsfolk, it makes sense.
No.
We could have technically taken out a group of goblins with a boat by dropping it on top of them, but
then we might have been out. And a magical item.
True.
Oh, by the way, the boat has a distinctive look of dwarven made. Now, when you when it was in box form, it had that bronze look to it. It looks like its hull is plated in bronze. The sail is made of bronze cloth, and it's not actually all made of metal. It's like it's plated, so it looks like a really durable, well-made ship.
Well, hopefully one day I'll get to study. Actually, take note.
It's not like any of us can actually use a ship.
No, we already gave up a ship.
Technically, we've given up no ships. We tied down or anchored or whatever one a little way down the river that we're gonna pick up on our way back because we also want to keep that ship. And Alistair's gonna give us back this ship. I have
We
full
have
faith.
2
Because
boats.
if he
Some
doesn't, we'll hunt it down.
some random people are going to give us a boat back.
I
I
mean,
don't think so.
I mean, I know his name. It's not like he's a random person I've never met before. I've traveled with him for who knows how long. A couple of days, a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, I've traveled with him a couple of weeks. It's not like he's just some random guy we just rescued in the middle of nowhere. He's a acquaintance, maybe even potentially a friend.
Oh, sure.
Now, as they start boarding the ship, the old man looks at y'all. Now, this let you know, besides the fact that there are people disappearing from Loudwater itself, there seems to be odd magic in the area. I felt it, but couldn't pinpoint it or figure out what exactly it was. This I thought I'd give you a heads up.
Odd
I
magic.
thank Alistair for the information.
That's exciting.
Nerd.
And then they start sailing down the river. And that's where we will go ahead and call it for the day.
Hooray!
Yay.
Once again, Eric proves to be the war hero once again.
Yeah, most valuable horse, definitely.
Eric,
All
you're
right.
the group.
Eric is my new hero.
So everybody, for the 2 fights you had in today, you got each of you get 115 experience for that, but we're gonna attack on an additional 75 for the role play and everything.
Yay!
Did you say
So-
75?
Yes, I did. So a grand total for today, you earn 190. You know what? I'm gonna be generous with you all. Let's round it up to an even 200.
Hell yeah.
400 to level 3, guys. Woo. Level 3 is where it gets really fun.
All right. I should tell you guys that I can't do anything next week.
Oh, it's Christmas weekend, so
Yeah, I figured that would happen. So, because like I said, I don't want anybody missing anything from chapter 1. We will go ahead and skip next week, and the following week is the second. The week after that is the 2nd of January. So hopefully everybody can join us then.
I can definitely do the 2nd.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm hoping everybody's having fun.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yes, a lot.
It's been pretty freaking awesome.
Garrick at least got to do one thing today.
Kaboom!
Oh, you just made me remind me of that vice principal from the Iglesias show on Netflix. Gabriel Iglesias has a show where he plays a teacher, and the vice principal likes to say "a boom" a lot.
The vice principal
I know.
also is not funny at all.
About.
All right. Well, we'll call it the day. You all have a good day, and catch you next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
see ya.
Ah.
All right.
Bye.
To our audience, thanks for watching, listening. Have a pleasant day, and see you on the 2nd of January.